I'm in a groove state of mind. I'm moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. I'm stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me. The buzz boost and break free. I'm dancing to my dreams. Bursting at the seams. I'm feeling groove-alicious. Groove knows who I am. 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Groovy Marketer Podcast. I'm Mike Filsaime. I'm joined today again with my awesome business partner, Mr. John Cornetta, and we have here in the peanut gallery shot there, Mr. Tom Beal. And let's go. So, guys, we have a speaker preview coming on at 12:30. On another webinar, something special. So we're going to try to do a hard out, definitely, so that we let people go from here. So if you want to learn more about the GrooveCon event at 12:30, which is about 90 minutes from now, you can just go inside of the Facebook group. There'll be a post about it. It's taking place of this week's Groove Digital Present. But today, here's what we got on the agenda. Coming up later, we have a new GrooveMember, the 2.0 is going live in sandbox mode. I'm dealing here with Debarshi, and he says we are deploying it. Let's see what he says here, because we tried to get it live. It's always the same thing. We are deploying the last bit of update. So I told him somewhere around 11:30, 11:45, we'll bring that up. We're going to be talking about our new tooltips that are coming out. We might be showing a little screenshot or two of that. David Lemon, if you could prepare some screenshots for me.
I'm sorry, but every time you say DeBarge, I love the name. I always think of this. There's an 80 band?
DeBarge.
DeBarge.
El
DeBarge? El DeBarge, right?
Well, DeBarge, I think, was the band, but his name might have been El DeBarge.
Yeah. Name the song.
Yeah. Oh, I can't, Mike.
You can?
I can't.
Oh, either can I. I know. It always sounded like somebody else. And they had a sound that was very, very similar to somebody else.
Rick James.
What? Yeah, was it funk like
very
that?
close.
Yeah. And then I'm always like, oh,
Rhythm of the Night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so
the rhythm of the night.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not the one that goes, this is the rhythm.
No.
Which one was it then?
Oh,
Better by the rhythm of the night, you can see the morning light.
There he is. Oh, we just got a
Leave your
content
dreams
stripe.
behind.
John sings so well. We just got a content stripe from YouTube. We're gonna David Lemon, if you could. If not, I could show our group's thing. But we have a new notification system that's going to be going live. So the little bell icon is going to give you constant updates as well. We're going to be talking about our tooltips that we're going to be adding that is being installed this week. We hope to have that for you next week as well. But we'll show a couple of screenshots about how that's going to work. And we also want to just remind everybody that we have the Marketers Cruise still setting sail John is now coming again. Matt Seralta is now coming again. They had to deal with some things with the kids and stuff like that. And that means there's still time for you to make it on the Marketers Cruise. Go to marketerscruise.com and you deserve it. Join us. Take a vacation. We're setting sail out of Cape Canaveral in the Orlando destination. 8-day cruise, going to Aruba, some different places. It's going to be awesome. Take a vacation with several hundred Groovesters and the whole team from Groove. Many of the team is going to be there as well. And of course, November 3rd, 4th, and 5th, GrooveCon is going to be in Cocoa Beach, Florida, at the Hilton. Go to groovecon.com with a K, and you could get your ticket for $497 a person. Or if you're a paid platinum lifetime member, you come for free. Just log into the dashboard and click on the button next to the video that says attend GrooveCon. All right, and some other personal stuff here.
I got a new phone.
John got a new phone
Right before going live.
on eBay, because he wanted. There's a 2-month wait, or not even.
It's pretty much.
It's 6 weeks.
Yeah, like the lady today from T-Mobile said, it's going to be the first week in December.
Okay, and John wants it for the cruise, so he paid.
I want it now.
$500 more on eBay just before we got started. So,
so in the comments, was it a good decision or a bad decision?
yeah, let us know. I've started keto thanks to Donna Fox. John, do you do keto? Or
Yeah, I do a version.
A version of it.
Yeah.
Why do you say a version?
Because keto is to actually be in ketosis, and sometimes I'll get out of ketosis. Like there's a bodybuilder kind of version of keto where you'll have a little bit of carbs in the morning. So I might start my day with some grits or a little bit of oatmeal.
Oh, you'll actually do grits.
Yeah, grits or oatmeal, especially since they're both not like a potato or a pasta. And so I might start my day with that, and then I'll still be in ketosis later on in the day. But it's not a very strict keto. It's more of a bodybuilder or a weightlifting type of thing, because then you can go in the gym and have a little bit more. People say you have a lot of energy on keto, and you do, but if you start hitting the gym a little bit, you'll start realizing that your muscles are looking for a little bit more carbohydrates. So that's about the difference. And then many days I'll go without it at all. But today, for example, I had some oatmeal early in the morning.
So I started it about, 3 weeks ago. The first week and a half, I started looking better, but I wasn't losing any weight. I've lost now 9 pounds. My face, I know it doesn't look it, but if you just go back 3 episodes, I was starting to completely blow up. My pants, my biggest pants were I have to do that with them. Now it's literally falling off. I had to ask somebody to get me a belt because we're moving and I couldn't find my belt, and my pants are falling off, and it just feels good. And that motivation makes you not want to mess up every single day. Once you get past that hump, Donna had said that it would take about 2 weeks until I would stop craving the carbs. That has actually happened, except for now that my mom is living with me, I'll see her make like a French baguette from Publix and put like eggs on it. I'm like, oh, I want that. But the way I solved it, I'm doing the thing that you said, even with the egg salad. I did that with regular eggs yesterday. I made scrambled eggs, took some romaine lettuce, put it right down there, threw some avocado on there, and gave me the little bit of the crunch that I needed. Good suggestion right there. And I'm cheating a little bit with things like eggplant parmesan or chicken parmesan.
Why, because you're breading it?
I'm getting it from,
I'll tell you a little thing that I did, and I taught Lou to this too, is just taking some chicken breasts, pounding them out, seasoning them really well, frying them in olive oil or whatever you're going to do, and then covering them with sauce and cheese. Yeah, it's like having a chicken. You don't miss the breadcrumb.
And the cheese. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. So
you won't miss the breadcrumb.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to make them myself.
Make them yourself.
But I make my sauce, my delicious sauce, and I make that with stevia now instead of sugar. And then I make little containers of it, and I'll take out a zucchini. I'll just spiralize it. So here's the mistake I was making with the zucchini. I was sautéing the zucchini first, and they were coming out mushy. And so my Clubhouse does it, where they serve it and they're almost crunchy. And for like the first bite, I was like, oh, this doesn't. But then I was like, this is just delicious, just like that. So now what I do is I just take the spirals and I just throw them into the sauce, and I just let them cook in the sauce for about 15 minutes. That and chicken parm. I'm like, I can't believe this is a diet.
Right.
And I'm losing weight. Yeah. So the tough thing for me was the pasta, but now the zoodles are working, and then the bread.
Oh, yeah, you're using the zero noodles from Publix?
No, No, I'm getting zucchini, and I'm just
Okay, yeah, so right. So there's the zucchini one, right? And then there's another one at Publix, and it's called a zero pasta. And it's actually made from shiitake mushrooms. And it comes in a plastic bag. And if you go into the section of Publix where they have like the cheese that's not really cheese and those types of things, you'll see it's called Pasta Zero. Pasta Zero, actually.
Yeah. Is it
zero carb. It's awesome. That actually makes you think you're eating spaghetti.
Well, that's the thing is like, well, I'm eating some of these meals like the zoodles or like you said, now that like I get full and I get that guilty feeling when I'm done eating because my mind is saying you just pigged out on pasta. And then an hour later, you feel good. It's like, it's all water, zucchini, and compared to pasta just. So I think keto is the easiest diet I've ever been on.
Well, this is an interesting and important conversation because when you meet with some of the most successful and wealthy people, these are the conversations that happen because you are what you eat in essence. You think more clearly, you get more rest, you're more energetic when you're eating properly versus improperly. And so as entrepreneurs, people are like, wait a minute, why are we talking about this? Because this is the foundation for having that proper energy to run your business with the amount of energy necessary.
And run your body.
And run your body, right.
And in the line of business that we're in, people are like, oh, well, yeah, you guys have it easy. Yeah, okay, but you're sitting down a lot. I don't care what you say. You're sitting at your desk a lot. And here's what you do. I can guarantee it. I don't have to know you guys to know this. Can you bring me something? I don't want to get up. Bring me something to eat. And whatever comes over, you eat it. And I know because that one time I blew up to 325 pounds doing that.
Right? I'll give you another one, and I'll act it out. I think everybody's going to crack up. Going like this. You're working. Got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you wish there was a bucket.
Let me just finish this. And you're saying to yourself, like, you're running like, you're going to the bathroom. You're like, why did I wait an extra 40 minutes just to go pee? And that's like you just said, you're so tied to that computer. So if you're not even getting up to go to the bathroom,
that's where it depends. You reach a level where you just put depends on.
Well, that depends.
I'm telling you, man, it's like lack of exercise, bad diet, and you can really get into bad shape in this industry.
Tony Robbins says you're either growing or you're dying in everything that you do. And that's true. And what happens is
it's so tiring.
Whatever phase you're in perpetuates. So if you're going in the wrong direction, it's always the procrastination. Oh, I'm going to just go make that frozen pizza in the refrigerator. And then nobody else wants to eat it. And then you're like, all right, let me just have that. And then you're like, I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
I'm not going to let it go to waste. Don't throw that out.
Exactly. And then you start skipping the gym, and we've all been there and everything like that. And when you're growing, it perpetuates in the other example. Like I'm getting up at 7:30 now. I've used my CPAP, which changed my life more than anything. I say more than the diet. More. You
still doing it?
Oh my God, yeah. You're not?
I am, but I skip and skipping a little bit. But I
can't skip.
I need to get back again.
I can't even fall asleep without it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just, something else was very interesting. I started getting up in the middle of the night and going and peeing a few more times than normal. So I went and this is kind of not too disgusting, but I went and had a prostate exam and all that. They said, no, it's perfect. Do you use a CPAP machine? And I went, yeah. They go, are you using it right now? I go, no. They go, that's what's going on. You're waking up because you're not having your CPAP on.
Yeah.
And then your body realizes, oh, I might as well go pee. So by keeping your CPAP on, you'll notice you only get it maybe once or twice as opposed to 5 or 6.
Stop using it? Curious.
I don't know. Cleaning it. The other thing is falling asleep.
But you have the cleaner, right?
Yeah, I never figured it out yet. I bought the damn thing and I haven't figured it out.
All right, let me tell you exactly what happens.
Yeah.
So you got your little plastic thing that goes in.
Right.
All right. You take the plastic thing out. You empty the water, take the top off. Take that top, you put it in the cleaner. Now you take the hose, put it in the cleaner. And now they give you another top that has a black thing on it with a tube. You put that in, put it in, hit the button, you're done. It's that simple.
Really?
That simple. I had my cleaner for a year.
And didn't use it.
And I was one day I'm going to look up the YouTube videos.
That's
didn't
what
use
I
it.
was
I thought it was so complex. When Michelle showed me, I said, that is you just swap that out and hit the button. It's like that simple.
So that's it. And then the other thing reason I don't use it completely is like, I kind of like to fall asleep. This is not good. I like to fall asleep with the TV on.
Yeah.
I like to hear something talking, whatever it is. And not necessarily news. Like it could be about the universe or we both talked about that where it's something and making me very sleepy.
Yeah. Something without a plot is usually a little bit better.
Yeah. And so I'll not be able to time. I feel like I can't time it. Like, this is pretty interesting. If I put my CPAP on, I have to lay down because I want to start going to sleep.
Yeah.
So that
mental
game
like
comes in.
I feel it when I'm watching TV, like, and you're out, and then if you don't plan it right, and you go back to bed, and you just get that little bit of a wake up, and you're in bed, and you start thinking, what do I have to do tomorrow? What time's my first appointment? You get your phone, and God forbid you get out of that zone. But the CPAP, I'm telling you, fall asleep. Anyway, welcome to the Old Man Podcast.
I'm the youngster. I don't know what the CPAP talk is. I haven't hit that stage yet.
Well, that could be for somebody that's 23 years old. That's not, yeah. And with my Depends,
it depends.
It works really, really good. So we have some questions today that we're going to take that were put into a Google Doc here for us. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at the board. Let's see some of the questions that we have here. You don't have to show the screen. I think we'll just stay on me. Let me zoom this in a little bit more. All right. So let's make that a little bit bigger. All right, questions from the group. Brooke Blanchard asks, when I go to GrooveMail, it says in sandbox mode. Does this mean it isn't up and running yet? All right, so with GrooveMail, it is up and running, and sandbox mode simply means that it's just another version for beta. We're using sandbox mode to say that you could use it, have some expectations that some of the promised features won't be working perfectly or aren't even out yet. And right now, you can use it. Many of our users are using it. We're not allowing import lists yet, but you can use GrooveMail. Just connect with your SendGrid account. It's like connecting to an Amazon account, and you can start sending mail with it. And we plan to be, I just had a chat in the GrooveMail group there. We are still planning to get GrooveMail out of sandbox mode in the first week of January for us. All right, so Eric Butts, next question. He says, is it just me, or do you get an energy jolt when it's time to hit up the whiteboard with Mike? Those are some of my favorite videos. Thanks, Eric.
Mike's brilliant on the whiteboard. Like businesses and lives have been changed from the whiteboard experience.
That's where I shine. If remember, were you ever at my office in Long Island?
No, never. So, only virtually.
Yeah, my office in Long Island had a lot of open spaces, but like conference room areas. We had 2 conference rooms and offices, and so we had a whiteboard or 2 or 3 on every wall in the office. So every single time I'd be talking, I would just grab and go to the whiteboard, and then the entire office was wallpapered with whiteboards. And wait, don't erase that.
Find an empty space.
Picture, use that one, and that's the way it was. Or we'd make out a little corner. I'm going to be getting on the whiteboard in just a little bit, talking about GrooveMember, how the structure and hierarchy of that's going to work, and then we're going to do a demo of GrooveMember. But even Alex Jeffries, he was in last week. I said, come over to my house. I have a whiteboard there. We ordered some Uber Eats, and I got on a whiteboard.
Keto, right?
Keto. Yeah. Well, I pulled the
Keto Eats.
Pulled the eggplant off the pizza and things like that. Yeah. But I did a good job with it. You saw me yesterday at Louis Boss's.
Yeah.
I had a burrata salad with tomatoes and meatballs.
And not to plug anybody else on our show, but probably the most impressive whiteboard, not whiteboarding, yours is that, but the most impressive whiteboard I think I've ever seen was that one that Russell had in his house. It was glass.
Oh,
wasn't that really cool in that video?
Remember the video? No, that wasn't a whiteboard.
It was his glass.
It was his window,
right?
And they had a drone
flying outside.
Yeah, that was a cool shot.
That was really cool.
Props to that one. Yeah. I think that.
And he was whiteboarding.
And he was walking at night in downtown Boise.
Boise, Idaho.
I was going to say downtown Idaho, so we'll be doing a little whiteboard in a few minutes as well. Scott Nielsen, he asks, with the other apps, will the other apps be getting the folder publishing capabilities? If yes, is there any estimate? David Lemon, is David in the group here today, down there? I don't really understand that question. Will the other apps be getting the folder publishing capability? Scott, I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. I'll try to get that answer for you next week. Well, okay. I understand what he's asking. You can publish to a folder with Groove. You can publish to a folder with Groove Blog. And he's asking for things like Groove Cart, which is something that we're looking into, Scott. You can put Groove Cart on a domain and you can put it in a subdomain. But we're realizing, as we're teaching everybody about authority, if you have Groove Digital, you want your blog to be at groovedigital.com/blog rather than blog.groovedigital, because that's treated as a separate domain and you're losing authority. The SEO itself.
Oh, so
Right.
having something like groovedigital.com/store.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
they should be able to do that.
Yeah, it's there's some complexity there to it. And Leo can do anything, and he was able for us to make us do that with blog. And so there's some things that you have to lock in when you do that, because it's kind of like mapping a folder to like a domain. So let's say you wanted to put your checkout at GrooveDigital. Well, let's say your brand was Conversion Brands, conversionbrands.com/checkout. You have to be very, very careful in the other things like GroovePages. If they try to create that as a folder, we have to go in and say, oh, that's being used kind of as a domain. But Scott, that is a conversation that we are having, because we also, the reason why we're having it is because we want it in our business. And once we put blog in there, I said, I think it'd be great to have the store there as well.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you look at companies like DJI and Apple, they're putting it in a subdomain. It's store.apple.com and store.dji.com.
Well, and here's the thing I think about e-com and a store. Sales that happen just by chance, somebody being at your website, aren't that great when it comes to e-com. You're going to drive people to a specific product or to a specific product page most of the time.
Straight to the page.
You know, so that's probably not as important when it comes to the e-com store.
Yeah. What John's saying is, when you're running your ads, you might have a lot of different products in your inventory, but this particular product with these particular bifocals or colors or whatever is what you're advertising. You want to land them right onto that to that page and not to the front of your store. So in that sense, but still for SEO, you're just getting better authority for the entire domain under one. All right. Thank you, Scott, for the question. Next question is, let's see here. Old man glasses. Hemayet Hossein, will Groove have agency option, team member options, client retention, and two-way communications? So I'm going to answer this question. I'm going to just let my team know. Going forward, we're not going to answer these types of questions on the podcast. I want the podcast to be more marketing type questions. I'll give you an example of a good headline. What's the best way to do split testing? So I'm not even going to answer that question, unfortunately, or any other questions. So David, I'm going to ask you to just please delete all of those questions. David Lemon does what's known as Lemonade. And he answers all those questions. So we're going to leave those types of questions for Lemonade. David is the product owner of the company. He's actually more up to date on when everything is coming. And sometimes I'll say that's coming in January, and they'll remind me, no, that's been moved to March, or now it's coming in. It was released last week or something like that. So we're going to be taking out those questions, and we will ask in the Facebook group from now on, please give us marketing related questions. What's the best way to do this? How long should a sales letter be? What makes a good headline? Or
how much should this product be sold for?
Yeah, funnels, or I'm doing a launch, and would you recommend I do a VSL or a webinar? Questions like that, and we will give in the instructions for any questions related to apps and features. Click here, and then we'll have a separate group for those questions, and David will handle those in the Lemonade stands. So Lemonade stands. All right. So let's see. Ram Chandra Fajeria asks, hi, Mike. I'm a lifetime platinum member of Groove. Since groove.cm, lifetime member receives only 20% commission on grooveasia.cm. I'm not answering this question here as well. That's a question that you can just put into support. That's unique just for you. Nobody else is learning anything there. So just a reminder for our team, any types of support questions or anything related. I know maybe one or two people may like that, but for the Groovy Marketer podcast, we want questions that everybody can learn from. Something that can send me over to the whiteboard, or John or Tom, or life experiences, personal development. How do we handle certain things, overcoming adversities, advertising. If I was going to advertise, what's the first way to advertise? But
So I have a question that just came in here. If you don't have any more there.
Yeah.
You want one?
Yeah, let me just do the last one here. And we're going to, since it leads into GrooveMember 1.0. Angela asks, will GrooveMember 1.0 members area be changed over, or will we have to rebuild our memberships from scratch in GrooveMember 2.0? Great question. We're going to be talking about GrooveMember in just a minute. I'll address it then. I'll give you a little hint. We're building an importer that's going to import the stuff best we can, because we don't want to rebuild it either. I'll ask David Lemon if he can pop in, or DeBarshi if he's listening, if they could pop in when they expect that to be ready. We can hear you. And we'll ask DeBarshi and David to give me an update on when we expect the importer to be ready. All right, John. What were you gonna ask?
Yeah, no, the question that came in was, is there a standard price for a product where you would switch from a sales letter to a video sales letter?
Great question. Great question. For me, I think I would want to test video at all times, right? So I think there'll come a time when video is not necessary, sub $100. So I'd be very surprised if you had a $297 or $497 sales letter that would convert better than the sales letter without a video on top. But I would still test it. But my instinct is normally just to go with a video sales letter all the time. Now, once you're in the ClickBank type of product where you're selling a $37, a $47, or $97 product, I would love the test. There's something in my heart would say, I'm going to write this sales letter so good that if I could hook them on the written word, and you're not doing software, right? You're doing Acme Medicine or something like that. I think that you might be better off without a video. You know?
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think at some point you're selling a $19.99 product, and your video is like a little bit of overkill. And then I think there's also there's a merger of the two, right? I mean, you could have an actual sales letter with a video there. I always like that as well, where somebody doesn't want to watch the video. You can scroll down. For example, I'll just give you another example. This is not actual sales, but I'll keep up on the Dolphins from time to time. And on Google will send me, the story. And if I'm sitting in my bed at night and there's the story, and it turns out that it's a video only podcast, I'm like, I'm done. Because I'm laying in bed. I want to scroll the story real fast.
Right. Only podcast.
You have to listen, play it.
That I got to listen to.
You mean audio only?
Yeah, audio only.
Okay.
Yeah, excuse me. Audio only podcast. And it's just like, today, and the headline is about to tell you why the Dolphins have lost 4 games in a row, what the coach is going to do. Now I realize I've got to go through 35 minutes in order to find that out.
Yeah.
I'm skipping it. I'm like, no, I wanted a story where I can scroll through and find those things out.
And
Same thing with
on your phone,
products.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so having both on a page sometimes, I think, is a real winner too. Someone sees the video, they want to watch it, but they want to scroll the sales letter itself.
You're seeing that happen more and more. I bet there's a product out there. I bet there's some type of plugin out there. I'm starting to go to news article sites or news sites, and what they're doing is they have an actual written article, and we can get into the fact that most of these are starting to be written by AI nowadays. They're just aggregating other news stories and then aggregating and creating their own story on it. And then what they're doing, it's like rapid news SEO, just to get ad serving. And then what they're doing is they're taking the text in the ad, and there's a little thing that says, listen to this article. And then you click, and it's that Siri computerized voice that today there was blah, 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 and they read you and I'll do that sometimes. If like I'm on my morning walk and I get a notification, and I'll click, and I see, listen to this article, I'll just put it in my pocket and walk.
That's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Right. You're out on the walk. You're not going to be reading. So having different modalities.
So that's the moral
available,
there, right?
Right.
When I heard that
different
question, that was
modalities.
exactly where my mind went. Some people love video, some people love audio, some people love text, and depending on the circumstances, they may be an audio person who can't listen to it, but they want to read it. So
Right.
the question isn't which one; it's a
And
combination.
it depends where they are. Are they at the doctor's office right
Are they
now?
on the beach
and
walking?
They don't have their headphones with them, and they want to be. And that's why even one of the things that we pioneered was in webinar control, was in the webinar replay, was to do a table of contents of the entire webinar.
Mhm.
You literally at minute 147 at 13 minutes and 42 seconds. You get. Why are you laughing? I'm curious.
You can jump right to where they want to be. Right.
Why are you laughing? All right, inside joke. He'll tell me later. I said table of contents. He's lost his shit. All right. Oh. All right. All right. So much for the inside joke. I'm gonna have to. It's so on the nose right now. I'm gonna have to do it because. So I said to the Tom and John, before we started the podcast, I get going and we're supposed to run a commercial every 30 minutes. If I forget, do me a favor, remind me to run the commercial with a little wink. So as I said, table of contents to John, John went like this to me. And I just looked at him like, why are you winking at me? And he starts laughing like, I can't believe he didn't get it. So I said, John, but what's up? And he looked at me and he went, and I said, oh, right, the wink. We got to run a commercial. All right, folks, we got a little commercial break we're going to take right now to talk to you about the lifetime offer that's ending for Groove. And it's ending, we're doing our last sale on Black Friday, coming up in November, right after Thanksgiving. And that's going to be ending December 10th. And then we're going to $299 a month. Here's a little commercial to tell you more about it. We'll be right back to look at the new GrooveMember 2.0. Hi, my name is Mike Filsaime, CEO and co-founder of Groove. We hope that you're enjoying this special Groove presentation. While we're taking our short break, now is a great time to learn more about Groove and the amazing upgrade opportunity that's ending very soon. If you're watching this on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, or you're wondering what Groove is all about, then you're going to want to head to groove.cm and grab your free account. That's groove.cm, because customers matter. We have the best software on the planet for digital and e-commerce marketers, and it's absolutely free for you to get started, and there's no credit card required. If you're a little bit more advanced than a newbie, or you know that you're going to be a successful online entrepreneur one day, then you really want to consider taking advantage of our limited time upgrade. Just visit groove.cm/upgrade now to lock in this incredible upgrade. For a very limited time, you can get lifetime access. That's right, lifetime access, and unlock our entire platform, a marketing suite of powerful tools, over 17 apps in all, designed to give you everything you need to be an e-commerce or digital marketer. Also, when you go to groove.cm/upgrade, there's a video there that explains everything. But here's the important thing. Right now, you can get lifetime access to this incredible suite of tools for just a one-time price of $19.97, and you'll never have to pay us anything again, ever, period. You can even break those payments up to 2 payments of just $19.99 or 3 payments of just $6.99. That's right, just $699 unlocks your lifetime account today. If you add up all of the tools in Groove, a website builder, a landing page and funnel builder, a shopping cart, affiliate management, an e-commerce store, email marketing, membership sites, a blogging platform built for SEO, professional video hosting, social proof widgets, webinars, streaming, videos, and so much more. With the other guys, you're paying over $3,500 per month, or $25,000 to $35,000 per year, each and every year, to run your business. And those other complicated platforms don't do half of what Groove does. But what if you could pay $19.97 one time and never have to pay anything ever again? And what if all of those tools were better, more powerful, easier to use than anything else out there? All while integrated to work with each other, all in one dashboard. Of course, you would say, where do I sign? But now I have to mention, you need to do this right now, today, because this lifetime offer
for $19.97 is expiring, and it expires very soon. In fact, to see how much time is left, and if there's still time, please go to groove.cm/upgrade or log into the app and click the pink upgrade button in the top right corner. You see, when this lifetime offer expires, the new price will be $299 per month, each and every month, for fewer features than what you can get right now for just $19.97. You don't want to miss out on this literal deal of a lifetime. Upgrade to the Lifetime Platinum deal now. So do this now. Visit groove.cm/upgrade and lock in the lowest price we've ever offered. Those of you that pass on this lifetime offer today will be paying as much as $299 per month. Don't let that be you. Get this lifetime deal for a one-time payment of just $19.97, and you'll never have to pay us anything again, ever, period. And remember, you can even break the payments up into just 2 payments of $999 or just 3 payments of $699. So visit groove.cm/upgrade or just log into your account and click on the pink button in the top right corner that says upgrade. Again, groove.cm/upgrade. So go ahead, do that now. Visit groove.cm/upgrade. And now, back to the show.
And we're back. All right, everybody. We're going to talk about GrooveMember 2.0. I'm going to be demoing it on our test server in just a minute. And it's going to be going live. We believe it should be going live by noon today for everybody, but I'll tell everybody 1 o'clock. And they'll be able to go in. It's going live in sandbox mode. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. I think my camera's over here. So I'm going to head over to the whiteboard and talk about the hierarchical structure of the way that we've set this up. Pretty exciting, but even more exciting is how this membership platform looks and operates. And I was up last night, 2 o'clock in the morning, from 1:30 in the morning to 2:30 in the morning with Debarshi after it was released to make it a little bit more wizard-based. And so in about another 2 weeks, some of the implementations that I'm putting in are going to make it what you're going to see even simpler. So it's going to demo really great. But you won't know that it's a little bit hard to find the linear process until you start using it. So members won't notice that today as we're demoing it. But if you're trying to build a membership, it needs a couple of things to help you along. That's what we went over yesterday. And he loved all the ideas. And we're going to UI that up in about 2 weeks. All right, over to the whiteboard. My legs are killing me. All right. And I'm assuming everybody can hear me. Mike, are we good there? Let's look in the chat if they can't hear me. I think we should be good. You guys can hear me. All right. So memberships, the way we're going to talk about, hey guys, can you go inside of the green room? All right, thanks. The way that memberships work in GrooveMember currently is right now we're doing it as an e-learning platform. After this e-learning platform is done, because there are two different types of memberships when people say membership, and it's branched over the years. It's forked. It used to be one product, and now it's 2. What we as digital marketers want 80 to 90% of the times is we want an e-learning platform. All right, so that we can sell our courses. All right, and I had a little brain freeze there on where the E went. And then the other is what we will call the Patreon style membership, where as a member, you get these rewards, you get these benefits, right? And every single month, January, February, March, April, you get these new goodies. So, and then there's this. There's the hybrid in between these two. And what that means is this is not something like Patreon, right? So what is Patreon, right? Patreon is, I'm a filmmaker and I do movie breakdowns. So I do YouTube videos on the premise of, the the new Martin Scorsese movie or whatever it may be. But in my Patreon members, if you pay $19 a month, you get a full 1 hour breakdown. You get live streams with me. So that's more like the Patreon model. The course model, we completely understand what that is, right? That's my course on Facebook. It has 4 modules, and you learn target marketing, how to set up your ads, how to optimize your clicks, et cetera, et cetera. Now, having said that, whoops, gotta find my eraser. Having said that, the merger between these two things would be something like Steal Our Winners, right? Rich Sheffrin's Steal Our Winners or the Steal Our Winners Groove Edition. What that is, it's not a predetermined course. What you're doing every single month is you're giving users access to a new interview or new content, or it's content that is fresh and new every single month, or like a newsletter or whatever the case is. So this week we interviewed these 2 people. And then the following week we interviewed the CEO of this new startup or whatever the case may be. So you're publishing content. Now, where this gets tricky, which we don't currently have with GrooveMember, is, but we will. Right now, we're going to be demoing this. This will be coming out. What some people want to be able to do is say, if you join today, well, then you don't get access to any of this stuff. You get access to these interviews going forward. And you want to be able to just go in there and publish it and not have to create, well, this is free and all that different type of stuff. So there's some complexities to the way that people want different memberships. 80 to 90% of us, so I'm just going to put here, 85% of what we do as digital marketers is we have a course and we sell it. And if we do 1 live stream a month, whatever the case may be, we'll just have a post in there that says live stream. We just keep adding the posts, right? But being able to say that you don't get access to these past things or different reward levels, that has a different look and feel to a membership than a course. So we're going to be starting with this. So let me see if I see the eraser, or I'll just get a paper towel. Be right back. I think we have another whiteboard over there in the studio, and I think my eraser is over there. So now that we got that, let's talk about the way GrooveMember structure is. Okay. The first thing that we have, sorry about all that noise there with the microphone. Thank you, Mike. The first thing that we have, which is optional, is the portal. All right. And so what is a portal? A portal is a collection of memberships. It is the top level of a brand. Not everybody is going to need a portal, and that's why it's optional. So I'm going to show you why you might have 2 separate portals, or even 1, but like, what is a portal? We're going to put this like this. And we're going to say you have to look at this as 2 complete different brands that don't go together, right? This isn't a Reese's type of thing, no peanut butter and chocolate. So let's use big old Tony Robbins for this example. Tony Robbins will have a portal with different memberships inside of them. Over here. And these memberships, I'm just going to make up some of the names that I believe I've heard over the years, right? But let's just call this Personal Power. I don't think he does that anymore. Personal Power, all right? In this course, I'm going to teach you how to do this and all that different type of stuff, right? Then he has Unleash, I think it's Unleash the Giant Within, right? And I know that he also has one called UPW. That's an event that I went to, right? The UPW event. Then he's got Date with Destiny. Right? Then he has some stuff on health. Then he has some stuff on financial planning. Then he has stuff on business. I think he did with Chet Holmes. right? And that would go under what let's just call this entire company, and I'm just making it up, right? But Tony Robbins University. And that's one company that he controls, and he's out there on stage, and he gets the money, and it's his own thing. But over here, Tony Robbins is doing something with Dean Graziosi, right? It has nothing to do with all of these courses here. So he's going to create another portal, and they're going to call this mastermind.com, right? And let's just say that, you know, whatever the case may be, it's like how to create a product, and I'm just making stuff up right here, right? And then they have something else that might be, let's just call it mindset, right? And how to become an influencer. But I'm just making up some things that you can understand. Now, this is a completely different brand. Like in some cases, it could be a different LLC, different merchant account, everything like that. And when somebody comes in and buys this product, you may want them to know about these other products. You want them to unlock this product right here, right? Unlock this product, pay for this, and open up the portal so that you could get more stuff. Now, we allow you to design this portal and start adding different memberships in here so that now when the user comes in to log in, instead of logging into the membership site, they can log into the portal, and then they can see what stuff they have access to and what they don't, and there'll be little icons here. We have this already, and it says you can go see the sales page, you can buy it, and when you buy it, it unlocks. The lock will disappear, and it shows you that you have access to this course, this membership. This membership. You don't have access to these. This is a completely different domain for a completely different brand. That's why we have portals, all right? So you don't, most likely you don't have to use portals unless you have more than one membership. And we're going to talk about right now what a membership is. But if you have multiple memberships or multiple products that you would sell on webinars or events, and you want somebody to buy one but then buy the others, then you want to start creating a portal. All right, so that's a portal. If you have any questions, put them in the chat, in the Facebook chat or the YouTube chat, depending where you're watching this, and I'll answer them for you in just a minute. Okay, so now we're going to make our breadcrumb up here. And we have a portal. The next thing that we have after the portal is a membership. All right, so what is a membership? A membership, the way that I want you to look at a membership is, number one, it's a collection of courses. All right, did it again. It's a collection of courses, and it is something that you would sell on a webinar. You'd sell in a VSL, or you'd sell on stage. All right, so let's talk about a typical course for a minute, and then we're going to show you why courses go in memberships. So after membership, it's portal, membership, and then course, okay? And so a course is, remember, a membership is something like it would be when you're doing a webinar. Your offer would be like this. Today, when you buy the name of the product, right, 7-figure blueprint or whatever, I'm going to give you the 7-figure blueprint. I'm also, many of you want to learn how to do advertising. I've done a course on Facebook advertising, so you're going to be getting my Facebook ads course. Now, some of you like to get free traffic. We have a great course on social media, so I'm going to give you my social media course so that you'll be able to, get 100,000 followers on Instagram. Now, somebody on our team is really good at SEO, so what we're going to do is we're going to give you our course on SEO. Now, last year we did something called the Fast Start Marketing Lab, blah, 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 blah. We're also going to give you this, the Fast Start Marketing Lab. It gives you all this. And then there was something that I did called the Funnels Masterclass with Mike Filsaime. Normally sells for this. You're also going to get that. So I'm going to give you the Funnels Masterclass with Mike Filsaime. Okay? And you get all of this today, right? And we're going to call this the 7-figure blueprint. Right? I'm just coming up with a name, right? It's the 7-figure blueprint. That's the name of the membership. That's the name of the product. And the 7-figure blueprint membership / product name, right, unlocks all of these different courses. Now I'm showing you, how this unpacks. Sometimes you will just be selling one membership with one course. Fine. You'll name it the 7-figure blueprint, and your course, when you go in, is called the 7-figure blueprint. That's it. So now, after you're done into a course, we now want to look at the hierarchy of the way that a course breaks down. So let's take this 7-figure blueprint right here, and let's move that over to here. Okay? And the way the 7-figure blueprint is going to work is with this structure. Module, call this module 1, okay? And this would be module 2. And this would be module 3. And inside of modules, we have, take it easy, both leaving? Okay, take it easy, guys. Good? Yeah, go ahead. No, we're all good, yeah. Inside of modules, you have chapters. Okay. And then inside of chapters, you have lessons. Lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. And we didn't reinvent this. This is the way that it works now in things like Thinkific and Teachable and LinkedIn Learning, which used to be lynda.com. They bought Lynda back a few years ago. And then over here, you would have another chapter. And then you'd have lesson 1, lesson 2, etc. And then you'd have another module, and that module would have chapters. And another chapter. And in there, chapters have different lessons. So let's take a look at what this might be if the 7-figure blueprint, let's just say this was a Facebook advertising course. Module 1 just might be mindset. Right? And the first chapter is understanding media buying. Right? That's the first chapter is mindset. The first module is mindset. First chapter is understanding media buying. And then lesson 1, this could just be a 1-hour lesson broken up into 10-minute. It's part 1, part 2, which is 10 minutes, part 3, which is 10 minutes. It could have been a 1-hour video that you just recorded, but then every 10 minutes you said, and now we're going to break this up and we'll see you in the next segment, because people like to consume things in 10-minute chunks rather than giving them a 1-hour video. All right. Now, chapter 2 after mindset might be creating your avatar. And with creating your avatar is the next chapter. And now you have lesson 1, lesson 2. Now, your next module right here, actually, that should have been the module. I messed that up. I apologize, guys. Module 2 would have been your avatar. All right. Module 3 is how to design ads. Module 4 would be targeting. So you just break down a course into modules. Modules are the main hierarchies, and then each module, each subject will have chapters, and then you break out the chapters and lessons. Now you have options here to skip chapters. It's a beautiful thing. You can say, hey, I don't need all that complexity, so you can just have modules with lessons. And sometimes your course will be so simple, it'll just be my 5-part guide on, you know, how to my 5-part guide on how to write better headlines. And so you'll just have it called Write Better Headlines, and it'll be lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5, and you wouldn't even need to do a chapter. You can skip chapters and go right to lessons. So that is the hierarchy. We go from portals, as we saw before. Portal is a collection of major different products that you might have, like all the different products that you might sell on multiple different webinars, your brands. Like for us, you know, over the years, you know, there was webinar control, there was butterfly marketing, there was the 7-figure code, right? Though I would have a portal if I was still selling many of those products with all those different brands. Once I have a product, call it butterfly marketing or 7-figure code or whatever, that's the product that you have to look at as a course, as a collection of courses, the same way that you would do on a webinar. Not only that, you're going to get this course, you're going to get this course. If you buy today, you'll get this course. And then once that is basically how you're presenting it. Once you go into the course is broken out this way: modules, chapters, lessons. So we're going to head back over to the studio, and we're going to do a quick little demo on the local server, the test server that we have for this. And in about an hour from now, you're going to be able to go in and actually play around in sandbox mode with 2.0, and we're planning on making this live. So you can actually start building out your membership. You just can't fulfill it, but you can actually start building it out right now. And we plan on getting out of sandbox mode and making this live for the Black Friday launch on November 28th, something like that. All right, back over to the studio. All right. And I hear myself. Okay, so we're good. All right, yeah. So John and Tom had left. I wanted to have a little discussion with them. That's why I was a little surprised when they, not surprised, that's why I wanted to say, oh, wait, I want to discuss something with you. But I'll just discuss it with you folks here at home. We got some news. It actually happened a while back that I wasn't even aware. You know, the last few podcasts we've been talking about companies getting bought out. Big shout out and congratulations to the folks over at StreamYard. I actually had a conversation with the owner of StreamYard, Deb Cole, who used to be part of the company, introduced me to him. She knows him. And in January, February this year, they got bought out for, ready, $250 million. Mike, did you know that? StreamYard got bought out for $250 million. They were a 2.5-year-old company, and $250 million to the founders, maybe in different things like stock and different things like that. So exciting news. We have some good news happening with StreamYard, a good team put together working on that, and we hope to be able to show you. I think there was a question, when can people expect that? First quarter. We're looking to get that out for you, first quarter of this year. All right, let's go into sharing my screen here.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
You're echoing quite badly.
Oh, I'm echoing. Yeah, sorry, this thing has to get shut off. We're going to do that now. Thanks for letting me know. All right, let's turn this over here. Mike, I'm going to we can add me to the stream there. My screen. All right. Thanks. So let's go to the main dashboard. All right, so folks, what you're going to see here when you go to your main dashboard, there's a couple of ways that you can get to the new GrooveMember, which will be out in just a little while. Number one, you can just click on the menu here and click on GrooveMember, or you could click here and you'll go to GrooveMember. Once you get there, you will see the dashboard is now going to look like, let me see here. Bear with me just a second. We'll go to GrooveMember. You see I'm in the test server right here. The dashboard will look like this. You'll click on memberships, and you will see all of your memberships are now going to be looking like this with your cover photos. And as you see, we're just giving them ugly names because we're testing. They tested already 5 today since I did mine last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so currently they look like this. If you remember, right, your memberships look like this. They're going to this style right here. You have a couple of different things that you can do here, but mainly you're going to be just clicking edit membership. Okay, so let's create a new membership. Let's go through the whole process and create a new membership right here by clicking new membership. All right, we're just going to give it a name here. Gmember 2.0 demo. Right? And subdomain, this is going to say GroovePages subdomain so that you're not confused, but this is where you want it to be at whatever name.groovemember.com, right? But you'll be able to connect it to your own domain here, but this is a must. You do have to have that so that we can map this to your domain. So I'm just going to put test Gmember Mike, and that's most likely not taken. Now you choose your business or niche right here, just like this. And we do that because it helps you pull up custom images for your brand, and you can also change that. So I'm just going to click on software for this particular one. Now I'm going to click on choosing my featured image. And you notice it puts software here already inside of the search. So I can upload any photo that I want as well, or I can just choose something here. All right. So what I'm going to do is let's choose this for my cover photo right here. You guys know how this works. We click on it. It's going to show up in our library in about 3 seconds. Remember, I can upload my own image if I like, but let's just use one from Unsplash. It's royalty free. There it is right there. And now membership flow. Well, we're going to rename this so it's a little bit easier. It's going to say things like legacy or new GrooveMember 2.0 recommended, not recommended, things like that. But right now, while we're in sandbox mode, this is what it's going to say there, just like that. Choose your English, obviously, because we have Groove Brazil launching November 1st for people in Portuguese or in Brazil. All right. But for us, English, right? So we're going to create the membership. Let's go. Let's see. We got a little bit of an error here. And let's see if that did create my membership for me. I'm going to hit refresh. Didn't create the membership. As we said, this is on the test server, but we're going to be live, you know, in much better condition when it goes live. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to edit the membership that they already have here, just to keep moving. Okay, let me just see here. I believe. Yes. Okay. There we go. All right. So when you edit the previous one that I just did was a version 1.0. This is a version 2.0. So the version 2.0. So let's just go back just for a second there. Let's just go back. The 1.0 memberships have this wizard like this, that if you remember, you walk through like this. We're no longer doing it like that. The way that it's working now is you will see a dashboard like this for your membership. Now you have some icons over here. We're going to be actually making white tiles out of this for you. In fact, I might be able to show you just like a mock-up of what that's going to look like. Let me just open up my screenshot software that I was working with the team last night. My computer's giving me a spinning beach ball. Okay, so these icons right here that you see as we hover over them, members, access levels, customize, analytics, settings, etc. This is going to change. This is going to look something more like this here. Bear with me just a second. My computer's acting a little bit slow. It's going to look something more like this. We're going to be getting rid of the icons here, and you're going to see things just like this. So you'll know that you can add courses, you can customize your membership site, do your access level, manage your members, your analytics and settings, as opposed to currently having them over here. Because what we realized is that we have a separate membership, a separate navigation for your portals, your files, instructors, settings, and different things like that. And we realized once you go into a membership, you may not even know that the navigation completely changed here. So we're going to remove the navigation, and you're just going to see some tiles and cards like this that you're going to be able to manage. And this is me doing mock-up, so it's not as clean. All right. The next thing that you'll be able to do is manage the look and feel of the membership. This is not the actual courses. That has its own management as well. So to manage your membership, you'll click here, and you'll first pick a theme. And you see here we have Groovy, Groovable. This one's going to be called Groovific. The first one that we have right now is the Groovy theme. So you'll click Customize. And the way that this works is over here, you have your different pages. And that's what is going to show up here. And why do you want to do this, right? We want you to be able to seamlessly go from your brand website to your blog and back to your membership site and back to your brand website and have the navigation look the same, okay? So you can say you don't want the About Us page here, no problem. You just click that like that, and your About Us page no longer shows. If you want your About Us page just like this, it's here. All right, and these are different pages that you have. If you click here, you can edit the name right here. If you want to just, instead of About Us, you just want it to say About, that's how you have it. And you could link that to internal pages that we create here, or you could even link things externally, like, you know, to your help desk. So for instance, let's leave this one with an internal page, okay? And that's literally this page right here, okay? And let's change this contact one here to support. Right, and now you can go to an external URL and you can put something like http://groovesupport.net, and you could link externally, and I can have that open into a new tab. All right, so all I'm basically doing is making sure that the branding up here matches my current website. That's what's going on. But this is not for the courses itself. This is for the membership site, your login pages, your About Us pages, your support pages. And then when you go and you work on a page, let's see here, like the support page, you can actually just click right here. Well, let me just see here. Oh, I already had support. Let's do the contact page, I mean. So we're going to go to the contact page, okay? And you see I'm editing the contact page now. So I can just write here, contact us. Nice and easy. Reach out for the best support, right? Okay. And you'll notice that right here, I can also change the cover image. So let's go right here, and I'm just going to type in support. Hit the enter button. Get something that looks like support. Let's just, it's not the best. Let's type in help desk. Let's see what comes up. I think that we'll use, let's use the one here like that. You can always load more images if you don't see what you like. Now look at that. That's my background here for this. Now what I can also do is I can click here and I can make the image overlay have an opacity. So I can make it black and I can do the opacity just like this, okay? I can make it red as well. I can make it blue and have more opacity, or black or yellow or whatever the case is. I like the black, and I like it a little darker so that you can actually see the text that's written here. So now, remember, I'm designing the contact page. I can put anything that I want here. Meet our great team, right? I type in anything that we want here, right? We got rid of the GroovePages builder. It's very simple. You don't need to be changing the styles of all these different things, but you have some basic things here. Then you want to start adding some things. We're going to add a video, right? And now I rename this. I add my text here. I simply click here and I put in a YouTube video, a Vimeo video, a Wistia video, or a Groove video right here. And as I want to keep building out, if whatever I need right here, if I need an accordion for an FAQ, I have that here. If I want to just keep adding items, I can add items. We can open like this, add our description. Very, very easy. No more do you have that Groove Builder. If I want to take this section and move it above this one, I just hover over here and I move it up. And now the video section swapped with that. So now you can actually design each one of these pages for the membership without having to build it externally on GroovePages. It's just a simple, easy way. You don't need a side builder with styles and fonts because you want all of the pages to look the same. So now what you'll also do is you'll go into, let me see here, the layout, customize. I'm trying to, okay, now I can choose my theme. I have a light theme, or I can do a dark theme just like that, and it's automatically changed for you. And if I want to do custom, I can click the custom, stay on the light theme, and now I want my header navigation to match my brand of the funky Groove Pink, right? So let's just say this is the Groove Pink. It's not, but as you can see, I just made that pink. Now, I can do the text color here. If for some reason we were black, which we're not, I could do that. But we're not going to do that. We're going to leave it as white. You could also change your logo as well. I'm not sure how to do that. I remember just seeing that yesterday. Let me just see here. Oh, right here. So this is these are the pages. This is how I can do the navigation if I want to support pages. This isn't working, but you'll be able to drag these things here. This is what's hidden. Then you can design your footer, and then here you can change your logo for your header and your footer. You could change the size of it and everything like that. Really, really cool. But going back to the customizing, this is just the header. Now I can do the body, right? And the body background, you can see it's like this gray color, but watch what happens if I make it like a darker gray. See that? So you can now literally customize everything. And if you messed it up, you just hit the undo button here like that, and it'll just undo everything for you. All right. So that's how you would set the backgrounds. You can change the canvas, which I believe would be this white section here. So let's just say we wanted that to be like more of a gray. Well, that's matching. That doesn't look too good. Let's try a different lighter gray, just like that. Or green, not that I would, right? That looks ugly. But the bottom line is you can save this as a custom theme. But I much prefer just, to have it here. But again, you can go in here and just change little things like your header navigation, your body. You can change the footer, and even the buttons can be changed as well to match. You want the Groove Pink? Great. Your buttons are going to be Groove Pink. When we go here and we say add a download, I'm not sure where the buttons go. Is there something for? Oh, because you know what? These are pages. These aren't courses. But the page buttons, the courses would be pink. All right, but there we go. Very, very simple. Let's just leave it nice and clean with the original look. And now you've customized the membership to your brand. Now remember, the membership is a lot of the stuff that's the outside, like their login page, the home, about us, buy from, what you want to buy it. Click here to go to the sales page to buy it as well. So you've completely matched your brand to your website. So when we're all said and done, we click save. Now we're going to go back to the dashboard, and I got a little green check mark here that shows that it's saved. Notice when I type, it's not check mark, and any change is no longer active until I hit save, and then I get this little green check mark here. We'll give the little blue dialog, the green dialog box as well. So now we're going to go back, and we've just designed the look and feel of the membership. Now the next thing that we need to do is start creating our courses. If you remember on the whiteboard, all we've done right now is create a brand, right? Before we called it, I believe, seven-figure blueprint, right? So I would have created something called the seven-figure blueprint. I would have matched the colors, but now we got to go create the courses. So I'm going to click manage. Okay. And you could see we created a course here, but you can now start adding all of your different courses. And as you remember before, I think we had courses that were like Facebook, social media, SEO, Fast Start Marketing Lab, or whatever the case is. So you just start adding different courses here, just like this. Now, each course has its own name, description, the sales URL where they can buy it, and you even get your own image for this, right? So I'm just going to have a little bit of fun here. I'm just going to type in Mike Filsaime. We'll get an image of me here. Let's just download this off the web for a second. Right, because maybe I wanted to design something in Canva that looks a little bit better. All right, so what we do here, we click on My Files, and I click the upload button here, and we take this download that I just put in. We're going to upload it and hit select, and now I've just made this the cover photo of the membership. See that? So now when people are looking at my courses, I went to Canva. I made some really cool designs that make each course look unique. Now, to edit the course, now this is going to look a little bit more familiar than it used to. Now, remember, courses are a set of modules, and modules have chapters and lessons. So your modules are now going to look like this to the user, but you still have the tree outline over here that we've always had before. This is where you can choose the templates of how your course is actually going to look and the colors, but you can even customize your entire course as well for a light theme, a dark theme, or a custom theme. And you're even going to have an option here that says match membership site. So if you went in and you changed all that stuff that we just did before, there's going to be a fourth little button right here that just says match membership. Okay. But if you want this course to have a purple theme and this course to have a green theme, then you could certainly do that. My suggestion is just have one brand color and just match the membership that you did all along. All right, so we can go into this module here and start building it out. What I do like to do is actually have my course outline open. This is the old way that we used to do it, and we still have that here. So when you click here, this is the module. This is a lesson in the module without a chapter. This has a chapter and a lesson. And so the only things that have content are lessons, okay? A module will look like this. A chapter will have, you'll be able to type in here, chapter 1, learning your target market. I have a big microphone in front of the face there. And we'd put a description, right? And then over here, let's just put a bullseye. Yes, there's a little bit more work, but that's because you get to make a more gorgeous looking membership site. That it's about the user experience. People are going to be paying you $997. You want to take the time out to be able to do something like that, right? Doesn't that look great? Learning your target market. So now this is just the chapter, and the chapter, remember, has lessons, and your user is going to be able to go through it like this. Now, once they click into the lesson, they'll actually later then be able to navigate just by clicking those buttons there on the side as well. Just as you see right here, they can go from this lesson to this lesson and back and forth. Very, very easy. Now, to create a lesson, let's actually go over here. We're going to create a new lesson. So if you wanted to click on module, you could add another module, chapter, or lesson. So if we add another module, you'll see there's the other module. Now, in that module, if I want to add another chapter, I click Add Chapter. And in this chapter, I want to add, whoops, let me see here. That should have add lesson. It doesn't. So what I think, let me see, I have to do that here. And that needs a little bit of work. I should be able to add lessons in this chapter. For some reason, there's a bug. It's not giving me a drop down that allows me to put lessons in this chapter, but the guys will have that fixed for you when it goes live. But as you can see, remember, all of these things is just about having a cover photo until you actually get into the lesson. And you can see the hierarchy easier now. You have module, lesson, and lessons in green, modules in pink, and chapters in yellow. You can drag things up like this and move things around as well. So that makes things very easy. You go into the edit, and that's where you could change the name, add even featured images, even for that particular lesson. So let's just say this was, we're going to call this something with Facebook. We would say demographics, right? and countries. And you would give it a description. Just use the same for now. And you could even give it a description, a covered photo here. Not sure why that's demographics, but let's just upload that. Remember, you could use your own photos as well. 2 more seconds, that should be up on the server. Click select. And now when we hit save, you see you have a cover photo even for the lesson. This is about making your user experience great for the user. Now, when we go back out, right, to here, you'll notice we have a nice cover photo for each lesson. Or you could leave it with the blanks that, we'll always just give you a blank, but I would recommend making each lesson look really nice. And now let's build out the lesson. You would put in here demographics and countries, right? And over here, you can put a video. Over here, you start adding description about the video. Then you hit the plus button. You could add content, right? You want to add more content. You hit enter. You just keep adding. Look at this. We can do this stuff that we have like with the blog. I can add a picture, bring a picture right in from the library. Let's just do this over here, right? Still not done. I can write more stuff. I can bold all this stuff. Very, very easy. No side editor is needed because everything should look the same. It's like YouTube. YouTube has the same layout for every video and comments. You don't want different fonts for different videos, right? So if I want to bold it, I can certainly do that. I can change this a little bit bigger if needed. I can change the color and the highlighting, right? But I can add a video here, a custom embed, or more features, right? But now I want another section. Let's add a download section here. You can start adding items to here to link to different files that you've uploaded before. Let's add another section here for a checklist, right? And so make sure to do this, make sure to do this. Let's get rid of this one. You hit add, it shows back up, and you can just keep adding, and it puts them left and right. And when you're done, you go in, you start typing what those key lessons, what's included in the lesson, or whatever you want to change this to say, right? The user can even look at it like this here, and you want to add content. We just did that before. Let's add another video checklist, audio, that's coming soon, and the accordion. This is your little FAQ section so just like that, you've built out a post. And remember, you want to move things up and down. You simply just hover the arrow, you hit the button like that. You can swap everything, and your users are going to be looking at the course. This is sort of like a what you see is what you get. So we think we've revolutionized the game here, folks, with memberships. Now that we have portals, and I'll pop me out of the screen here. There we go. There, perfect. No, that's okay. That is the new GrooveMember. And what time do we have here? I got to make sure I'm not bouncing us in. Yes, I am. I'm taking us right into Groove, the GrooveCon speaker preview, which starts at 12:30, which is in about 3 minutes. So unfortunately, I don't have time. It was a longer demo than I thought I would be doing, so I don't have time to do any more questions. But if you have questions about GrooveMember, leave them in the chat. Our team will get them and we'll answer them next week. And next week, I'll show you, maybe we'll be live with the tooltips and the new notification system. We didn't have time to show you that today. And yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming to another Groovy Marketer podcast. Go to the Facebook group. Make sure coming up next at 12:30 is the GrooveCon preview event that's going to be hosted by all of our different speakers that are going to be at the event. And at 3 o'clock, you'll meet me back here. I'll be streaming again with John Benson for Groove Copy Wednesdays. It's studio day here at Groove. And so, yeah. Thank you very much. We hope you enjoy the new GrooveMember 2.0. It's going to be showing up live inside of your dashboard in the next hour. If you don't see it, just keep coming back every hour. You'll be able to start building it out in sandbox mode. You can't connect it to sell products. You can start building your membership, and in about a month, it'll be live for you. Well, actually, right around December 1st. All right, everybody. We're going to play a little commercial and head out. Bye-bye.